into the subject. Look, the way that you move and the way you live your life, it's admirable. Even your haters have to give you credit where credit is due. They have deep admiration for you. And with this admiration, man, a couple of things need to be said. All right. Now, I want to make sure that I put this out to the ladies and then, put out the part that's for the gentlemen. So, for the gentlemen first, uh, gentlemen, sir, these women, and don't take offense, a lot of them weren't raised right. And don't take offense, ladies, and the rest of them have been in some bad relationships and with society kind of, hey, what's going on? No, with society pressuring them. Thanks for likes. To be as narcissistic as possible. They don't know how to speak to men. The males they've been with, and we know they're males because they have not married them. They have, I guess told them what they want to hear to get what they want. And now these women think that real men listen to women babbling and saying too much stuff, right? Now, I want you guys to take this into consideration whenever you have a woman that might be halfway decent, but she's talking to you crazy. She's talking to you. When I say crazy, she's saying things that don't need to be said. She's telling you too many observations that she's noticed, and it's not appropriate, right? Basically, she has no bedside manner and her soft skills are gone. So, in modern society, they tell women that are like this that you are masculine. No, no, no. You've devolved. You've devolved into right above a cave woman, and your skills are, yell, beat your chest, try to crack a dude over the head, drag him back to the cave, and have him do whatever you want him to do. You have very cave woman type of tendencies. Don't fool yourself into thinking this is masculinity, because true masculinity is a threat. That is the furthest thing from y'all, okay? You're no physical threat to a man. There's nothing to be worried about, okay? So it's got to be toned down. You guys, I got to keep this to a minimum. I got Domino's order that I got to go pick up. I got to multitask here. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, don't think that this is something that men like either. It's not, right? And what they'll do, since they haven't been, raised right and or been in any good relationships, they think it's their job to maim you because the pookies they've had or the chads or whatever, more likely pookies, they had to take care of them. The pookie moved in, the pookie drove their car. They're used to these kind of males. So they think that all men are this way, and they kind of gaslight all men like, oh, you got no, real men. I have never in my entire 39 years lived with a woman ever in my entire life. Ever. She's moved in with me or I've lived by myself. Never. It's never going to happen. Why would I date a woman and I don't have the means to live on my own? Real men don't move like that. I would never give a woman that kind of power over me either. Because we all know once, certain people, especially certain females, get power, it goes right to their head, waiting on the opportunity to throw you out on your butt. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even understand guys that do stuff like that. So understand that most of these women have dealt with males like this. So they've been the dominant one in the relationship. I don't care what you say. These pookies, these thugs, these ex-cons, all these guys, they act real tough out in public because they were raised by their single mothers. That's how they feel like they need to present themselves. When in all actuality, when they're with their woman's doing all of the work. The woman's doing, you know what I'm saying, all the money making. And when they're cuddling, the woman's doing all the spooning. You know what I'm saying? And they like it. So these women are used to these kind of males. So when they see you, they're actually attracted to, they present themselves the same way they do with these males. The problem is you're a grown man. You don't approach a grown man like that. You don't talk to a grown man like that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to give me my respect, right? Well, what's giving a grown man his respect? Well, for one, you don't mammy me, right? I'm in these 30s right now, looking pretty good, meaning that Margaret Young did a pretty good job. Seeing as how you're not her, I don't need for you to be telling me what you think I need to do. And not just that, right? There's another layer to it. Y'all have this tendency to speak too much about the negative traits of a guy, and you'll do it boldly enough to his face. And then whenever I tell you about yourselves, you act like I've done you wrong. Well, no, 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 no. You just got through it. I'm bringing this up because I've had a couple women do this here lately. You know, I don't. You're not going to tell me what you think. You know what is this one woman talking about? Oh, oh yeah, you seem to be handling yourself better. Look like you used to get triggered and have emotional spouts all over the internet. Had to stop her right there. Don't you ever in your raggedy ass, goofy, not thinking things through mind, try to form a sentence where you're trying to word play and shade me at the same time and think I'm not going to notice. Who are you to tell me that whatever I said embarrasses me on the internet? The fuck are you? If I don't tell you I'm embarrassed about whatever I do, how are you going to tell me that I should have been? Right? That's called projection. Y'all do it a lot. You just have this verbal vomit and you just start babbling off a bunch of stuff that you don't need to be saying to a man. Now, I get it. The pookies you normally say it to will let something like that slide. Letting a woman say, yeah, look like da 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 da. I didn't ask you what it looked like I went through before. I asked you nothing of the sort. More likely, I asked you, how was your day? How's your evening? What's your plans for the weekend? What's your 4-year plan, your 2-year? I never asked you what you thought it looked like I went through from your third party, your third person point of view, all on the outside with barely any information looking in. I don't give a shit if you think I look like I didn't embarrass myself enough for you to stop watching and for you to stop lingering around and to reach back out to me. So why are you trying to gaslight me and try to tell me what I came across like? Stop doing stuff like that, man. Stop doing stuff like that. I don't know if y'all are doing it intentionally. That's why I'm coming to you as kindly as I possibly can. But I'm telling you, stop doing that stuff when you're speaking to a grown man. You need to say whatever positive you have to say and leave all that extra out. Leave it all out, man. I had to cut that chick off, and I somewhat told her about herself before I did. But some spiritual chick gave the goofy laugh out loud and emojis back because you ain't got nothing to say, because you have absolutely no business telling me what it seemed like I went through from your point of view, all on the outside with no inside information. You're a damn fool. And you like to project and make a lot of assumptions, and people like that don't belong in my inner circle. So you get next. I'm telling you, females, right now, I'm giving y'all some inside scoop, right? You've been thinking this whole time that guys are dumb and don't pick up on your wordplay. Pookie and Ray Ray don't care how you play with those words as long as he can play with them titties later. That's all he cares about, right? So you're going to say whatever you saying, thinking you dominating him verbally. He's doing what he wants to do, and he's out. But see, real men, we don't care about getting the coochie. We don't care. You're not going to talk to me any kind of way. What's talking to me any kind of way? Well, did I ask you for your opinion and your perspective of what I went through? If I didn't, I'm a grown man. I know what I want to hear. If I didn't tell you I wanted to hear that, then you don't get to volunteer the information and attach it to the end of a sentence that it had no business being at. Because you wanted to get it all out, really. I gotta tell them how I've been feeling. I don't care how you've been feeling, fool. You're watching me for whatever reason. You're watching me for whatever reason. I don't care. I don't care what it appears to you that I have going on. The fact that you have the guts enough to form a perspective from it shows me that you are not a very intelligent woman. That means you're probably a female, and you do a lot of assumption making. I don't need nobody around me making assumptions and stuff, making a fool out of me. I don't need that. I need people that make intelligent decisions after paying attention to things and also staying within their boundary, not projecting onto somebody, all up in there, practicing bad spiritual hygiene and everything else. If you're a female and you think that you have studied me enough to be able to tell me a flaw in whatever I have going on, as much as I analyze myself, you're disrespectful. You're calling me an idiot. And you think for some reason it's your place that you have to, go into a man's life and pick him apart, look for a vulnerability, and then no. Turn those fingers back towards yourself. How many kids out of wedlock do you have? No, we're gonna talk about it today. You know what I'm saying? How many? What's going on, man? What's going on? How many kids? Is that the link? How many kids out of wedlock do you have? Hmm? How many millions of dollars do you have in your account? Hmm? Let's talk about it. What's your living condition? Hmm? How much metal do you have in your face? How many bodies have you collected? You know what I'm saying? Are you getting any assistance from the fathers? And I said fathers of your children. Hmm? Okay. So you think that you can some kind of way judge someone else. Let me tell you what you're doing. You're looking for a band-aid because your life fucking sucks. And if it's easier to go online and try to judge somebody that looks like they extremely have their life together, it makes you feel better. I'm here to tell you that most of you females out there couldn't speak to me. You know you can't because you're going to say something stupid. You're going to say something along the lines of, yeah, you're going to talk too much about my past, showing that you're thinking too much about where I was at instead of where I'm going and where I'm at right now. And I'm going to see the kind of horrible female you are. And I'm going to be like, oh no, trash. I don't need no one around me trying to tell me about myself and what I look like I was going through from the outside looking in. The only one that have a good perspective about anything is my 13-year-old son, who's happy every day and knows for a fact I was never going through anything that jeopardized my sanity or my way of making money or anything like that. So for someone to have that idea in their head is a very, very ignorant female. Very ignorant female. Especially when I look into you a little bit and I see that you haven't been perfect out here. It looked like you need some kind of distraction. So it's easier for you to come find my black ass, as handsome as I am, and try to convince yourself that you're not watching me because I'm extremely handsome and you're having wet dreams because of it. No, you're watching me for the train wreck. You're watching me because, I was messing up. But now that I've cleaned everything up, oh, you want to reach out and talk about the old days from your perspective. From your perspective, that's not fact. You can't sit there and say, well, everybody's seen it. Everybody's seen what? Be more specific. Everybody's seen what? Your perspective? Okay. Calm down. You know what I mean? Calm down. You want to get too personal. They can't separate. Man, I'm telling you also, um, men are logical, but we're tapping in, so we're getting be a little bit more on understanding side, but I'm just like letting y'all know because, deleting phone numbers and telling chicks to screw off ain't something that I like to normally do. But when you start telling me about myself, I'm like, man, who sits and tries to linger around and work their way in, just get told about themselves and say, don't never contact me again. So what was it really worth it? You don't make no sense. You don't make no sense, man. Now I don't understand if I asked her, or I understand if she was a millionaire, she was fit, she had no children, or maybe one child from a previous marriage in which the husband passed away or something. But if you're out here more broke than we need to stop with that. Stop projecting, stop deflecting, stop looking for distraction through judging others to make yourselves feel better. Point them fingers towards yourself and do some work. Do some work. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, you guys, I don't want to hold y'all too much. Oh, you getting kind of wild in the comments there, Mike. Video flag, man. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all got to understand something, man. And I'm only saying this because I love y'all, and there are a lot of good women out there. Again, I've told y'all the good ones just aren't really speaking or speaking up. So, it ain't like we really see y'all or anything like that, right? But even if you're a good one, and I want to say this because this woman obviously liked me. So, and she was real like apprehensive to speak in depth about things. And I just, I kept like asking about certain points and stuff. And then, she starts oversharing and, just she's really being herself. And once she started talking, you can pick up what kind of person a person is when they start speaking. So even though she said a lot of polite things in the beginning, like I said, those backhanded compliments where it's, oh, you're here and it's great and your son but man, you remember like a year ago or in 2022 and da 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 da. Like, whoa, 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 whoa! I didn't ask for you to go down memory lane from your raggedy ass perspective. You weren't there helping me. You weren't in the gym doing nothing for me then. Why in the world are you trying to bring it up now? Right? You know what I'm saying? Or, more recent type of things. The way I like to check people sometimes. See, this is what the women keep doing, right? They make these assumptions. So, since right now I'm not checking nobody, I'm handling, that don't mean I won't start checking people next month or whatever. I might start checking them whenever I feel like it. That shouldn't make no difference to you. I keep having this with the other woman did. She's talking about how, oh yeah, it's good to see you not getting triggered online. But who asked you any of that information? And who said anything about anybody triggering me? That's your raggedy ass that's your raggedy ass perspective again. That's all that is. It's your raggedy perspective. That's all that's going on. So I just be like, man, you know what, dude? I'm just gonna keep to myself. And I'm telling y'all, the minute y'all say something goofy, I am done. You know what I'm saying? I am done. You know what I mean? I don't really want to communicate nothing crazy to y'all or go back and forth, but I don't do that to y'all. If I'm not volunteering any information that seems like I'm criticizing whatever you've been through from a perspective of not really knowing much information, I'd understand if had something to say about that. But the way these women let it slide right off their tongue, it's like, yo, who are you used to talking to where you're able to just study them like a stalker and then start telling them what you think you saw? What's wrong with you? I'm saying, like, a lot of people out here, and again, this is why I stopped watching content creators, a while ago. A lot of them out here just like they grab a perspective and then I don't know if they're doing it intentionally or not, but they're projecting onto you and they're somewhat gaslighting you. I mean, it's you know what I'm saying? It's giving me gaslighting, whether you know it or not, because you shouldn't be having anything to say about whatever somebody else has going on in their life. You should not have anything to say about it. And I believe some of these women think that they're, doing things and moving with good intentions because, like I said, that one woman was talking about how she was all this great stuff about where I'm at right now. And then she tagged on that little end part where she was like, you know, it's, I was, for a while, I was worrying, you was, reacting to all of your trolling. And then, like, what do you mean? How much have you been watching me? It's like, listen, man, I know you think this is a TV show, the Black Truman Show, and you get to give your reviews at the end and it means something, but that's not what this is. So keep me out of your psychopathic, weird ass proxy relationship that you decided to dump me into, and leave my energy alone. Again, bad spiritual hygiene, but that's what they do. And that's why I'm letting you ladies know, listen, I can't control the trolling women or the women fantasizing about me or the fangirls or the stands that are out there doing whatever they do. But let me tell you something. you know, don't be, texting me or trying to get my number. And then I come to find out, because a few of these women, I come to find out they're readers, man. And as much as I be saying about these, they still be reaching out to me. I'll be like, what am I doing? Listen, don't think that I'm going to let you project onto me whatever you perceived in whatever months you started watching me or whatever stuff that you've gone back and looked at. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? If I don't care and, what I'm saying, God is good with it, who are you to tell me about myself? You know what I mean? We got some people in here. Yeah, we got these keyboard warriors in here. You know what I'm saying? The live stream thug life trolls. You know what I'm saying? Doing whatever they got to do to get some attention. You guys know that I only run it up to 20 minutes anyway. So why do y'all always pop? I think that YouTube really only starts spreading you out through the algorithm at about 20 minutes. I'm pretty sure of it now. Is it me here? Breaking. I don't know, man. Now I'm saying I don't know. But before I get off of here, if you are a lady looking for a guy like me, or me specifically, please do not waste your time trying to remind us of what you believe to be an embarrassing moment, or what I'm saying, what you think people are making us look like, or who cares what you think, you fucking single fool. Who cares? Stop thinking that your opinions are so freaking important, man, while being a whole mess. Stop doing that stuff. Some of y'all might be decent if you stop running your mouth so much and just like let it be. Let me be who I am. Stop. Just realize you're a fangirl. Call it what it is. And don't try to contact me to project. You're a fan. Watch what I put out and keep it to yourself. Are you insane? Well, yeah, most of y'all kind of are. You know what I mean? I think with me, others in camera, the subject always seen. I know, man. It's really weird, man. But we draw in. We draw in everything, man. You know what I'm saying? We draw in everything. A lot of broken people, and they really don't understand that they're drawn to us because we have the healing energy, but they'll try to make it seem like, again, like with the women that try to gaslight you. They want to seem like it's something else. No, you're just a fan. You're extremely into me, but you want to make it seem like you have this great advice, or you can put me on, or you've noticed something. I don't care what you think you've noticed. It ain't needed, and it wasn't asked for. So when y'all start giving out too much information like that, I don't know what you're doing it for. I don't know if you want to come off smart or come off like you noticed something that I didn't, or you're actually trying to be a decent person and give me a compliment, but you don't know how to do it well. Brush up on your soft skills, and I'm helping you out. You can speak to women like that, I guess, but don't ever speak to a man like that. If he asks you, what are your critiques on whatever he's done, then you can go ahead and babble about whatever you think you see. But if he's just asking you, how long you've been watching him or whatever, you can tell him that. If you want to give him a compliment, you can, or whatever. But what you don't need to do is give your critique of him. That's not bright. That's not bright, man. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here in the States, but that's just not bright. You don't have any value. Any level I would have already achieved. Exactly, man. Well, what the woman does and should bring to you is peace. All this stuff they're bringing up, all these spiritual chicks. Listen, a lot of them don't really have any real trades, so they got to try to tell you that they bring something to the table that you can't get somewhere else. Marketing, right? And we have the sense enough to know, don't need you, right? Like when they project on us, well, we don't need men, and well, men actually really don't need you. What I mean? We can run stuff and stuff without y'all. Now, as far as making babies and keeping the species going, yeah, of course, but you know what I mean? But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. We're just moving differently out here. And you guys understand something as well. I'm getting trolled a lot more because I don't watch trash anymore on the internet. I'm very, 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 very selective. Like I watch very few people. I'm back to watching my TV shows whenever I'm bored and need some entertainment. So I'm over here watching New Girl or Reba or something goofy as hell, man, or Heart of Dixie, something where I can let it play in the background and I ain't got to worry about no crazy drama. So I'm having some of the people that, you know, content creators coming through because they know I don't watch them anymore. It is what it is. You're going to have to let me go. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to let me go. I don't watch the trashy content creators projecting a bunch of trauma. I just don't do it, man. I got stuff to do. Can't let it go. You know what I'm saying? Call me out by name in your videos. Who cares? How would I know? How would I know? What's going on here? We're all reflections, light reflections. All right. can't see without light. So reflection. I'm going to see who this person is. Who's this person in here? Oh, it's great reality. Purified by the sun. I'm not seeing nothing crazy yet. I don't see nothing crazy. Yeah, I don't see nothing crazy, so you good. You know what I mean? I wouldn't block you anyway. I'd put you in timeout. But yeah, we're all reflections of each other. But if you're getting to the point of saying that anybody negative is a reflection of something you need to work on, don't come over here with that babbling nonsense. That spiritual psychosis, mental prison, babbling nonsense. And a lot of these fake spiritualists say that kind of stuff because they don't know what they're saying and they're regurgitating something that they heard somebody else say, right? I'm an actual thinker. So when people say goofy stuff, even the spiritual stuff with the deep meaning, I'm gonna be like, what you mean by that? You want to give me some meaning to that. Can't just start babbling stuff. That's why I never get challenged directly by any of these content creators because they're regurgitating what they've heard me say or someone else say. I'm giving them original thought. Hey, what's going on, sweetheart? What's going on? I'm telling you, it's beautiful out here. I love it. Love it. Can't get enough. I'm about to go live on TikTok. If you guys aren't subscribed, you are following me, you should go ahead and do that. Your allergies? My son normally has bad allergies, but I've been giving him some stuff and it's been helping him a whole lot. He's been able to get out in nature a whole lot more. But out here, man, the air is so crisp off the mountain and stuff. And I just love it, man. What a miss being out here whenever I move, but got plenty of time left out here. But you guys listen, just keep your energy wherever you feel like it needs to be. Don't let anyone tell you what being positive is, what being ascended is, because a lot of people are just babbling, man. I'm telling you. The way to know how somebody is not what they're saying, but what's going on in their life and how they're living. Do they seem at peace? Are they in shape? Now, a lot of being in shape comes from your mindset. If you're stressing, you're going to be out of shape. So, and you'll carry that weight in your waist. So I look at women, like the thinner their waistline is, the more I feel like they're stressing less. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, they're not stressing as much. I mean, it's one thing to be kind of in shape, but not have that much fat on your stomach means that you're really, putting that work, not stressing yourself. So, just pay attention to stuff like that. What's going on? Yeah. It's the old bait. Snare trick. More interested in female thing. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Once I hear it, and look, I could tell the woman's gonna say something kind of crazy because, like, she would say something and then she'd be like, never mind. I'd be like, oh no, don't do this. And I kept being like, no, what do you mean? What do you mean, never mind? Like, oh no, it's like, oh, she wants me to, and I can't stand it. It's just like when women do that in my comments. She don't understand. I get a lot of comments. Like women will send an emoji like a thinking face, or they're trying to get me to be like, oh, what do you mean? Man, I'll be like, I won't say nothing back to them. I'll just like it and keep it trucking. Because I'm not, that's a bait, trying to bait me into giving you some of my energy to engage in whatever nonsense that you want to throw my way from your perception and perspective in whatever mood you're in that day because of whatever happened. I don't have time for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't. So when they try to do that kind of stuff to me, I'd be like, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. So, keep the conversation just light. You know what I mean? And don't try to tell me what you think you see or whatever you think spiritually is going on with me if I don't ask for it. And it's just that simple. And we'll all get along and things will be great. I keep it light. I try to get to know a woman, but I do it slow. I'm asking you colors, what's your favorite color, and food and stuff like that. What do you like to do for fun? And I slowly work my way towards things. Women be asking like a script right off the bat, and then they'll tell you what they think about you, and no one asked. I'm like, come on, we can do better than that. See you until you're absolutely, man. You know what I mean? And sometimes some women don't want to see your value until they see the brands of your clothes start going up in, name and things of that nature. But going through the process and the healing process, I'm able to see, fake women that have rocked with me from the beginning and, um, had the right kind of energy and thought of me in the right kind of way. Women that were talking to me in the beginning that thought that I was weak or in a weakened state, thought they were gonna, get some good dick, something like that from a handsome guy who don't know that he's handsome or whatever. No, I know that I'm handsome, and when I'm going through a healing stage, I'm not gonna put myself out there, be taken advantage of by a bunch of low vibrational females. I don't move like that. I'm a man. I'm not controlled by my lower half. Now, stuff like that, I have to go ahead and put you in timeout because that kind of stuff might get my live stream some kind of way. You know what I mean? But look, guys, I'm gonna get off here. I got all the haters showing up right on time, but I gotta get this food, man. It's been sitting there for too long. I'm gonna pick this food up, do what I gotta do, and then hopefully get back up on here with some type of video. But I'm gonna be on TikTok for a little while, doing whatever I do, and then I'll show back up over here. But remember, do the best you can. Keep doing what you're doing. And anybody got something to say about whatever you're doing, and it's not asked for, and it's not something that's positive, that's a hater. I don't care if they know it or not. That is a hater. You need not listen to that hater. Come on, y'all. You're better than this. So, and I know people are going to try to gaslight you. Well, you got to be able to take constructive criticism. Okay. I am a combat Army veteran. I've been to Iraq twice. I've been in, obviously combat arms units, infantry units, worked for the White House, and not one time in my entire life or career have I needed to take advice, any recommendations, or constructive criticism from a stranger. Okay? So don't try to gaslight me and be like, oh, you're sensitive if you know. Society is set up so that we're always taking criticism from random strangers that are moving with ill intent. They try to gaslight you in society and make you feel like you're sensitive or something's wrong with you because you know how your energy is, how energy works, and you're not going to let some loser having a bad day try to find some kind of way to get under your skin and sit back and be like, did I get to him? Did I get to him? I got to him. I'm not doing all that goofy stuff, man. And we're not doing the secondhand trolling either. What's that? What the whole video was about. You having a female telling you what it looked like you went through whenever you're doing whatever you're doing. That's secondhand trolling. I don't need for you to tell me anything. Why don't you go and hit treadmill? Why don't you go and work on your diet? Why don't you go and do some of them kids hollering in the background? Why don't you go and take some of that metal out of your face? Why don't you go get a different wig? Don't worry about what I'm doing. There's plenty of things for you to work on. Hey, what's going on, Jessica? What's going on? We need to respect each other because you come over here to me, disrespecting me like that woman did. Y'all know I gave her the business, man. And I did it in a very monotone, the way women like to do you. I speak to you all messed up sometimes and do it with a monotone and a smile. I can do it as well. So, with that being said, let's respect each other, show each other respect. Don't think because you're a female you can outwit some guy because whatever reason. Whatever. Listen, if you think you can outsmart me, that's reason enough for me to walk away. Once I walk away, it's done. What is there to outthink then? Nothing. I walked away. Men set up their relationships. You can't do nothing about it. So fun when a rabbit got the gun. I'm telling you, brother. And they mad as hell. That's why the gaslighting come out. Oh, you sassy and zesty. And you can't get enough of whatever it is. That sassy, zesty, whatever it is about me, my fine self. Can't get enough of watching. Okay. So again, just calm down, sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? Calm down. And sit back and let this man do what he does. Care what your opinion is. You crazy? You don't get around that by yourself by listening to opinions that are decorated with a little splash of a compliment. Y'all do that too much. You splash a half a sentence of a compliment, then 3 paragraphs of what it looks like I need to work on, or the mess like I was in, or getting online acting a fool. I'm getting online acting a fool. One of these chicks, I'm like, if you don't take them studs out your face and speak to me like a woman with your back straight, why don't you get in the gym somewhere? Like you're about to, I'm like a bird, I'm a fly away. Get them arms in the gym, man, and do some curls. I don't know why you women think y'all can judge people and your arms look like you're about to take flight. Don't do that stuff around me, man. Do not do that stuff around me. I am look, man. Look, y'all study me for long periods of time. I'll just look at you one time and have enough ammunition to make you rethink life when you're looking yourself in the mirror at night. I'm telling you. That's why they don't come over here with that nonsense, man. Nobody trying to get cooked by the king, man. Don't get cooked by me over here, dude. You know, that's why they want to sit back and take shots from the channels. But now your boy don't watch the channels. So it's like, oh my God. So he's gonna look fine, talk his junk, and now we can't get our points across to him. Oh, let's troll him. Nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Troll me all you want to. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I'm good. I only get on here when I'm completely prepared for trolling, nonsense, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? So it's whatever. I'm not on here just like off guard, like, just got through, and y'all, no. I know what it's going to be before I get here. Y'all do the same tricks, man, every time. Nothing new. But anyway, y'all, I'm not going to hold y'all any longer. This food's going to be ice cold. My son's going to have my ass, man. Dad, come on, man. Come on, Dad. I'm like, all right, man. Wait this food real quick. I can warm it back up, though. And it'll be a little bit, you know what I mean? Not as great, but it can be warmed up. He'll be all right. Anyway, y'all, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Smash that like button. Share the live. Subscribe if you're not already. You know what I'm saying? Share it to your sneaky link. Share it to your old lady. You know what I'm saying? To the women out there. Share it to your baby daddies. Share it to your roster. You know, do what you got to do, y'all. Just share the video. All right? Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. And I'm out.